Let me clarify that for others who may be considering launching their own travel business, in some ways, sure, I had relevant expertise, but in many other ways, I didn't, I don't, and I don't feel it's necessary. So I wouldn't want any viewers to mistakenly think that, oh gosh, if they don't have all the necessary expertise, whatever that means, then they shouldn't go down this path. There are countless stories of successful entrepreneurs and business people who go into a space that's new to them, and they learn and they figure it out, and they make lots of different mistakes, but they keep course correcting until they eventually have something successful. And I'm more hopefully in that bucket. In terms of going from vision to execution, I basically, sounded off the vision to a number of folks whom I respect, and that ranges from friends to people I had networked within the group travel industry, to get to the point where I felt like, this has legs. I'm getting such positive feedback here that we've got something here, and other CEOs of travel companies are saying, hey, this is a viable niche, man. We've had inquiries ourselves, like we can tell you there would be demand for this. So in my case, at least, it was not one of those instances where everybody's telling you it's crazy, it'll never work, right? We've all heard, I think, those stories, and many of those companies do eventually work. In my case, I didn't have that challenge. Many other challenges, but people at least said that, like, hey, man, this is on trend. There's demand for this. This could really work. So that's how I then moved from refining the vision to starting to figure out how I could do this. And it was through networking, particularly like the Transformational Travel Council, where I then learned of YouLi. And I thought, oh, wow, there's a off-the-shelf software solution that could enable this and make it feasible. So I would say if you're contemplating starting a group travel business, if it's group travel, then YouLi ought to be a good fit. YouLi can work whether you want to have it such that, hey, people can just go to your website and sign up and pay, and now they're booked, they're a client of yours, or like my company, you want them to apply and you want to be able to interview them and review their application and then decide whether or not it can accommodate that approach as well. I think because you guys can help ventures to create, a custom website and make it look super high end and all that, if they want to go that approach, or you can just enable them to very, very easily get something up and running so that they can start marketing and booking trips. It can work for either approach. Either you've got deeper pockets and you can spend to have a custom website, or you want to go really lean and bootstrap. It can work in either way. And then you guys are really responsive to questions and inquiries and all of that. And you've got one hell of a resource center. So it can help people figure out how to use all this stuff. And then these various consultants that are available to help you develop, what you refer to as tasks, things that the clients will need to do to get ready for the trip, dashboards so that you can really understand where people are coming from when they come to the site and they express interest in different trips. You guys have stable or an arsenal of people who can help these clients. And then an additional thing I would say is that for people that are watching this far into this, they must be pretty drawn to this. And if that's your case, man, if that's really where you feel like your heart and soul so draws you to developing a group travel business, whatever your niche is, whether it's family or adventure, you name it, man, I would encourage you to take those instincts very seriously, because it can be one hell of a path. And the fact that you guys exist mean that it could really be a viable path. without a software like YouLi, this would be a nightmare. So just before this call, I was using your functionality that without that functionality, it would be a nightmare trying to get everybody to sign a waiver and send in all this different information. Oh my God, forget it. But with you guys, it's not a nightmare. It's more of a viable, fun, fulfilling path. So yeah, I would encourage folks to really think about pursuing that dream.